Hello, so I am going to be changing the speaker in this VW Fox. As you can see, these cars, the speakers tend to blow on them. Apparently they're not very good from factory and they're a little bit of a pain to change. I've done the driver's side with a bit of trial and error, so I'm just going to show you how to do the passenger side here. So we can start off just by popping this off. It just literally pulls out like that, and then you can just sort of tuck it in there. Next of all, you've got a screw there behind the handle, and then you've got 3 screws along the bottom, 1, 2, and then finally 3 under there. Once all 4 of those are out, we just need to sort of pop the whole thing off. Make sure you're being careful with this, and the internal mechanism from this is still connected, so you need to sort of put your hand down there and disconnect that. With this clip here, you just unclip it like that, and that can unhook from there. And then I know on the driver's side you've got the little red electronic light there, you just have to unclip that as well. And then this door card is pretty much off. There we go. Put that to the side for now. So, prop this out of the way, and as you can see, with the speaker here, well, this one hasn't even been plugged in. Volkswagen haven't made these easy. You can see there are rivets here, so we need to get this speaker out. You could just get a Dremel on there, cut off the top, and then pull it out that way. I don't have a Dremel, unfortunately, so I am going to just crush it and rip them off. So, good old big pair of grips here should do it, and a screwdriver, combination of the two. Yeah, so you can see I've sort of snapped the plastic around it and it's left this loose rivet. And what you can do with a rivet is you can just sort of if you get a good grip on it, which is difficult with only one hand. Okay, there we go. You can just pull the rivet out like that. Yeah, so as you can see, we've cleared all this, and yeah, not great, a little bit bent there, so you might want to Dremel them off instead of pulling them out like me, brute force. The speakers I've got are these. They're just cheap, 20 quid from eBay, something like that, 25 quid. 6.5 inch, I believe, that's what you need to fit in a VW Fox. And they look like that. So you can see I need to somehow attach these to here, and it will go like that. These corners line up to these holes perfectly. It's a little bit tricky, so I've had to bodge it on the other side. I'll show you exactly what I did. So the speakers I've got came with these standard fittings. I just lined it up like that, and luckily that's not really able to spin in there because of the length of it. It can't spin, so the screw catches on it anyway, and the speaker just sits flush on that, and that seems to work fine. So what I did is I put all 4 in place first, so they were a little loose, and then I slid the speaker into place and then tightened them all up one by one. It's a little bit fiddly, but I'll see if I can show you how I did that. Make sure with this that you're putting, so the screw goes into actually latches onto that side of it, not that side. So make sure you put in the side that it's not latching onto next to the metal. That way you've actually got the slight spring tension of that is going to be pulling the spring outwards, which is going to keep your speaker firm against that, if that makes sense. So yeah, make sure it's that way in, not that way in. Before actually fitting the speaker, you want to put your speaker wires on it. It's just so that that is something you can deal with later. You're not going to be able to get behind there to attach them. And then just put them in place. This is the tricky bit here. There we go. So I've sort of got all four in place. A bit difficult to tighten them up because you have to keep them pulled towards you so that the clip behind them catches, if that makes sense. I'm going to try with this bottom one first. Spin it slowly. Yeah, it's catching. Ooh, be careful of your speaker. See, that's got some good purchase on there now. Right, that seems to be pretty happy with that. I've just got to connect these, and I'm just going to do, to be honest, I'm just going to cut them off and then just tape these together to them. Straightforward. And just a little tip, make sure you don't wire your two speakers out of phase with each other. So a lot of people don't realise this. If you wire this up one way, it means that your speaker's going to come out first when there's a wave. And if you wire it the other way, it means it's going to go in first. And that means if you've got two speakers in your car like that, and the noise comes through the speakers, you want them both to come out at the same time. What you don't want is one to come out and one to go in at the same time. They're going to be out of phase with each other, and it sort of has a noise cancelling effect. So whichever way you're wiring it up, you just want to make sure that if you're doing, let's say on the speaker, the one with the little line down the side goes to the brown on this side, just make sure it's the same on the other side as well, so that they're in phase with each other. So there we go, that's done. I literally don't have a way of showing you by demonstration because I didn't plug in the aerial. I never listened to the radio, so I just wanted it for Bluetooth, and I can't Bluetooth from my phone because I'm recording with my phone. So all I can really do is show you some white noise just to test the speakers. You can see that one over there. Definitely working. Same down here. Hope that was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.